Hello everyone, my name is Edward Daniel, welcome to EthiVegan. Today I have the pleasure of introducing you to Max La Manna, all the way from New York. Welcome Max.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Now we're here, I'm very well thank you. Now we're here at the Bali Vegan Festival, having an awesome time, aren't we?
Amazing, it's beautiful here.
And you've just done a class, haven't you?
I did, I had a speech presentation. Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Talking about plastic, how we can reduce our plastic consumption, and altogether just being more mindful and conscious of the choices that we make every day.
And you've got your mason jar there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Tell us about your mason jar. This is all glass, isn't it?
Yes.
Where's the top?
It's in my bag.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. I was just drinking some water. Okay. But, you know, glass in itself, it takes, do you know how long it takes for glass to degrade? You ever find sea glass on the beach?
Yeah, I have seen sea glass, yes.
So it takes 1 million years for glass to actually become like nothing. It takes 1 million years.
Wow.
So every piece of glass that's ever been created is still glass. It's still here. Yeah, so I use mason jars. I use glass because it's it's better in terms of reusing, and I can reuse it for certain things, and you know, I don't need, you know, it has that, I don't, whereas like, what am I trying to say? It's durable. Durable.
Yeah.
And just staying away from plastic whenever and wherever.
Now you have been in the chef business, you've been cooking since a very young age, helping your father out. Well, tell me more about that.
Okay, where do we begin? Yeah, growing up having a chef for a father, you know, at a young age, he wouldn't allow me in the kitchen, so...
You were a gopher, weren't you? You were a gopher. He didn't know what it... Tell me more about your gophering.
Gopher, oh my gosh. Being a gopher, let's see. Running around in the kitchen, like eating food that my father would prepare.
Did you get your fingers chopped off?
No, never got my fingers chopped off. No.
I bet it was close though, 1 or 2 times, was it?
Yeah, probably. I think he would always like grab my hand, and then he would, you know, pretend to go at it. Always scaring me, trying to
be more conscious.
Yeah, be more conscious. Don't put your hands where there's chopping. I remember going into the walk-in freezer with my sister, hiding out there, you know, playing tricks.
Hiding or eating out there?
Both. Hiding and eating.
Yeah, hiding and eating.
Hiding from my father and also eating, because that's probably the last place he would look.
Yeah.
But eventually he caught on, and it's the first place he would go to. Yeah. There was always...
Go for no more.
Yeah, no more. I mean, I cook my own food, so...
Yeah. Now, you've been cooking since a young age, and how did you become vegan?
All right. Let's take this all the way back. This is when you cue in the ripple, where it's like 6.5 years ago. Yes. So, yeah, it's been 6.5 years ago, a little bit more now, that I was visiting Hawaii. I was with some friends, hanging out, and I was in the kitchen. Obviously, as we spoke before, like kitchen's the best place to hang out at a party.
Kitchen is always the best place.
Always the best.
That's where you know where you get the information from, don't you?
Yeah.
You just get the news in the kitchen.
The music's not too loud. There's not like too many people dancing. There's people dancing, but not too much. You get to like have a conversation. There's food that's accessible. You know, you get all the drinks. So I was in the kitchen and I was cooking. I was preparing, and this young couple comes over to me and they asked me if I was cooking anything vegan. And I had no idea what they were talking about. I had no idea what it was. I thought it was vegetarian. And they then shared their story with me, why they went vegan, what it means, what it does to the environment, for the animals, and for your health. And so they're like, yeah, this is our reasons, this is why we do it. And they had like their top 3. Like they ordered it in a way, I think they were more for the animal rights, then their health, and then the environment.
And how did that make you feel when they brought that consciousness, that awareness to you?
I was, at the time, I mean, whenever I travel, whenever I go places that's out of my comfort zone, I feel that I'm more open, there's this accessibility where I can tap in and see if there's something I need to change within myself, you know? I'm out of that routine, I'm out of that daily habit. It made me feel, why didn't I do this earlier?
Did it feel as if everything started making sense?
Oh, yeah. I mean, so even prior to that, I was meditating and doing yoga, and so I thought, oh gosh, like, if I can start to become more conscious and aware, like it's all like adding up to something, right? We all reach a moment, I think, where every day, it could be in a few moments, where we just realize, oh gosh, this is what this means, you know? It made me feel, I was like supported, I felt love, I felt caring, I felt the world was there to like comfort me, you know, by living like a vegan lifestyle, by eating plant-based. Wait a second, I can have everything I need, and it's right there. Like, I'm talking about proteins, I'm talking about, you know, that whole myth, right?
And we're taught that from a young age that you can only get protein from meat.
Right.
And it's a complete fallacy.
It's like, where are the animals getting their protein?
Yeah, exactly. Where are they getting the protein? It's like, yeah, exactly. Now, so at that event, you just started cooking then, did you? Or
Yeah,
what happened?
What, in the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
Yeah, I just started playing around, started putting some food together. So they, you know, after they shared the story with me, I said, all right, right then and there, I said, all right, I'm gonna cook vegan. I was so open. It took one time for someone to talk about veganism to me, but 2 people. So it was almost like gangbusters. Yeah, so right then and there, I said, okay, I'm gonna make everything vegan. So I started making some dishes, some like, I think I made like hummus, and what else was the other one? Like salsa or something just like really light, just like to pick on and eat, because we were doing some partying. So it's just like, let's just eat. So yeah, that happened, and then I was there for the rest of the week. So I was hanging out with them whenever we go out and eat somewhere, and I had them like
your newest, coolest vegan friends.
Yeah, I was like, you guys are the first vegan friends I have, and I actually ran into them earlier this year in April when I was in Los Angeles, and I ran into them and I was like, guys, how are you? They're like, hey. They remembered me. I said,
How can anyone forget you, Max?
Thanks. But I asked them, I said, they're still vegan, and you know, I updated them with everything that's been going on, and
were they surprised?
They were kind of like, they were shocked at like how everything like transpired and everything like laid out for itself, but they were very happy, and I'm very grateful for them to be able to share that with me.
Now, you are a zero waste chef.
Yes.
So what does actually zero waste mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
So to send nothing into landfill really is like the idea, is the mission, is the philosophy. Don't send anything to landfill. Buy things that you can reuse, right? Or so reduce, reuse, refuse is like how I see it. If I can't reuse it, I won't buy it.
So what would be your 3 tips to being zero waste then?
3 tips.
Yeah.
Amazing. There's so many, and I think you can start anywhere. And start with 1, conquer it, achieve it, and then move forward. So number 1, compost is like the number 1 most important for me, because the issue of food waste is so huge around the world. 795 million people don't have enough food or are hungry.
That's 1 in 9 of the world's
Right.
population, which is seriously malnourished.
Yes. And what is it? Every 1/3 of the food that is produced is lost or wasted, and that's not even when we get to our hands on the food. This is happening at the distribution, and this is happening at the farmers. So that also then multiplies even more when we get food at home. So
That's phenomenal amount if you think about it. 1/3, and yet we get so much that comes into the supermarkets.
Yeah. They said in America, so like a football stadium, the amount of food that's wasted every day can fill up one of those stadiums. Is that, like, no, that can't be. But think about it. It's possible. And I wouldn't put it down. I believe that. So reduce, bring a shopping list, cook what you have, eat what you have, save your leftovers, feed the homeless, do something that's good. That's only our first step.
Yeah, that's the only first tip. One tip.
So
come on, Max, you gotta give me more.
Yes. So what's the next one? This is one I'm really passionate about and getting into more and more, is fast fashion. Have you heard of this?
No, I've never heard
Fast
of it.
fashion. Yes. Buying clothes with not being mindful about the clothes you buy. Now think about who made your clothes. Do you know? Maybe you do, maybe you don't.
Some of my clothes, but not all
Right,
of them, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
At least you know who they are. You know where it's coming from, but most people don't know where they're coming from. So, and those people don't have the labor and the wages that they're putting the time into making those clothes. They're not reciprocated with financial, because they're trying to support their family and they have to work long hours, and some of them die in those factories. So fast fashion, saying no to that. Buy clothes that are secondhand, you know? Use what you have. So I'm wearing pants that I've had for 14 years. This shirt is made out of recycled material. This watch is plastic from the ocean. This wrist bracelet is also from plastic from the ocean.
So it looks as if you're living in alignment.
Living in alignment, it just makes sense. So buy less clothes. When you have less, then you have more, right? You don't have to worry about everything that's going on. You know, you don't have to look through your closet and see, okay, what am I going to wear today? You know exactly what you're going to wear. You don't need to, is it this top or this top or this top? That's so much pressure. I think Albert Einstein wore the same thing every single day. He had a white shirt, black slacks. Simple, and he was one of the smartest men in the whole world.
And the third tip.
Yeah, third.
Come on.
Third.
Brain working overtime.
Plastic.
Plastic.
Don't say no to plastic, wherever, whenever. So plastic straw, plastic water bottles.
Now I
plastic bags.
noticed you were looking about the water bottle I was having.
Yeah, I thought it was plastic.
Yeah.
I thought it was plastic. It's glass. So say no to plastic. Straws, bags, water bottles, your coffee cups. When you go to a coffee store, you get a coffee cup. They put the sleeve on. They put the plastic lid on. But inside that paper cup is plastic lining. When you think about it, heat with that plastic, what do you think is going to happen? That plastic is going to seep into your drink. That latte or that cappuccino tastes really good, or that flat white tastes really good. But plastic is going into our body, so say no to plastic, because it also goes into our ocean. You know, and if you're vegan already, like, good, you've diminished your plastic waste in other ways because of the fishing net industry. The fishing industry is a very wasteful industry. These fishermen end up leaving their plastic nets in the ocean, so that's causing a lot of waste as well.
So how can we live a more conscious, mindful life?
Do any of those. Mindfulness. I mean, I feel like any of those, really. Once you start addressing those issues and start addressing, like, I can live less, I can have less, then you can start looking at other areas in your life where you can reduce, where you can reuse, where you can refuse. So, like, if people are handing out these pamphlets, you know, on the street, you know, take this. You don't need that. Why do you need that? You're not gonna. What are you gonna do? You can look at it if you want to, but give it back. You don't need that stuff. You don't need more things in your life. And I think when you start doing that, you start to become more mindful. So meditate, yoga, chew mindfully. This is one of my favorite ones, so I don't speak much about, but chewing mindfully. When you eat, meditate when you eat. Just meditate whenever and wherever. Maybe we'll meditate right now.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed this chat. It's Max La Manna,
Yes,
all the way from New York.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Max.
Thank you very much.
Really, I've really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
See you in London.
See you in London.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're at Evolution.
Yes.
I'm not going to be there.
No?
No.
All right.
Yeah. I'm going to be here for another month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy cow! Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm going to write my next book.
Amazing place to start with.
It's really
Cool.
So it's bye for me. It's bye for Max. Bye-bye.
See you.